Well, the big news, Zohran Mamdani has won New York City's mayoral election, ushering in a very new era of democratic politics in America's most populous and wealthiest city. 34-year-old Mamdani, who was born in Kampala, Uganda, he then moved to the United States at the age of 7, will also become the first Muslim mayor of the Big Apple. SABC News specialist correspondent Sophie Mokoena joins us on the line to weigh in and speak about this. Sophie, a lot of firsts happening here. He's the 111th mayor of New York, the first Muslim to ever lead the city, as well as the first South Asian mayor and the youngest mayor in more than a century. This is a big moment for Democrats and the city of New York.
Particularly after that victory of Donald Trump last year, it looks like the Democrats and people in America are pushing back against President Trump, who had endorsed Cuomo as the preferred candidate, but also he was supported by billionaires and also the oligarch in New York. And there was hope that Cuomo will pull it, but it was not to be, because Mamdani has won this important city that is New York, that is the commercial city, the biggest one in the world. And therefore also sending a message that socialist manifesto can pull numbers, particularly as it relates to young people who went out in big numbers, and women in particular, when you look at the demographics in terms of the outcome of the elections in New York. But that was not the only victory for the Democrats. They have also won a governor's seat in Virginia and New Jersey and other areas. And these elections, the focus was on New York, but there were other areas as well. And the Democrats doing very well, much to the delight of the former president of the U.S., Obama, whom we saw weekend moving to these different counties and areas and districts so that he can support the Democrats, those candidates.
And I know that, some of the media reports, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a couple of news houses reporting that as much as Obama is celebrating Democratic wins, he hasn't necessarily mentioned Mamdani or even actually endorsed the individual Mamdani. I don't know if you've seen and read those stories.
There are those stories, but in his message, when you go to his X, he is inclusive. He's talking about all Democrat candidates who have done well.
Yeah.
And therefore, it means that he is fully aware that he can't go against the grain in terms of what transpired in New York. He might have had perhaps a different view, but for now, typical Obama, a diplomat, he is very, very inclusive in his message. The same with Hillary Clinton. Didn't mention names, but very inclusive in terms of the victory of the Democrats, and not only putting this on the Democrats' ticket, but about the Americans, maybe some who were Republicans, who took a decision to push back against President Trump and the Republicans and Elon Musk. Incidentally, Mamdani once stayed in Cape Town in South Africa. Elon Musk didn't support him. He supported the other candidate as part of big business and the oligarchs and the billionaires. Mm-hmm. And the history here also being that his father, Mamdani, you recall, in 2017, he delivered the Thabo Mbeki lecture, and he spoke about the future of America. And almost after a long time since that lecture in 2017, we see this change that the father predicted in terms of the politics of the U.S.
Amazing. So thank you. We'll speak more about this. I know throughout the day this is going to be the very, very big story that the world will be focusing in on. And he himself has described himself as Trump's worst nightmare. Well, according to this, the results are through. Trump's worst nightmare is now the mayor of New York. Goodness me, American politics, I'm not sure it's ever been this interesting. But he certainly spoke to the voters, and the voters heeded the call. So he is the new mayor of New York City.